good, y'all? Michael here today with another video. Listen, if Matthew Stafford, this is Matthew Stafford's last chance, okay? Last chance to be in a top 10 quarterback conversation. This is his last chance because when people defend Matthew Stafford, they like to say, "Oh, the reason why, he hasn't had much success is because the Lions are a bad team." Look, Matthew Stafford's division isn't hard as you think it was because we can agree the Packers failed Aaron Rodgers and the Bears and Vikings never had a quarterback. Why couldn't Stafford at least win that division once? Even when Aaron Rodgers got hurt when Anthony Barr tore his shoulder across the pocket in Minnesota. When Aaron Rodgers got his shoulder torn by Anthony Barr, why couldn't Matthew Stafford win that division? Because you have Brett Hundley, who was the Packers' backup at that time. You had Case Keenum, who went 13-3 with the Vikings, and I guess you could say the Vikings. Case Keenum was a better fit than the Vikings. Was a better fit for the Vikings than Kirk Cousins because, well, Case Keenum got them at least to an NFC Championship game. But why couldn't Matthew Stafford at least win that division that year? You guys want to talk about who's the worst quarterback in that division? At least Mitchell Trubisky won that division. That's it. And now that he's traded, it's not like he's traded to a cakewalk division. That division is arguably the best division in the NFC because you got the Cardinals are the worst team in the NFC West. You got the 49ers defense. You got Pete Carroll. You got the Seahawks. And you got the Rams. So it's pretty competitive. So it's not going to be easy for Matthew Stafford because I'm not going to pick the Rams to win the division because you want to know why, folks? Because as much as Matthew Stafford is a good quarterback, but he's not top 10. If he is top 10 as you Lions fans say he is, then not only does he have to make the playoffs, he has to make a deep playoff run in order for me to put him in the top 10 conversation. And I don't want to hear the Rams are a bad team because the Rams are a perfect team. You saw how Jared Goff, even though Jared Goff is pretty much was a bum, his only bad record under McVay was 9-7. But I don't think the thing is, we saw what Sean McVay did to Jared Goff, turn him into an MVP candidate, and basically, I could say the same thing for John Wolford, of how he spoke very highly of John Wolford during training camp, And Sean McVay is possibly one of the top 10 coaches in the NFL. He got people a job. He got Matt LaFleur a job. He got Cliff Kingsborough a job. He got Zach Taylor a job. At least Sean McVay has gotten people's jobs before. Do I expect him to fix Matthew Stafford? Yes, but I don't think it's going to be enough for a division win because the NFC North is not better than the NFC West. Okay, that's what we have to come down to an agreement. Do I expect them to make the playoffs? Yes, but I'm not gonna expect them to win the division title because depending how the Seahawks do with Russell Wilson, they could also be a division title winner. And the 49ers, were one of the most underrated teams with the most players on IR last year, and they swept the they. Did you guys know the 49ers swept the Rams? Yeah, that happened. So, and the Cardinals, well, I just don't think the Cardinals are going to have a good season. I just think this is the year where Cliff Kingsbury gets fired. All right. So, anyways, if Matthew Stafford is great, not only does he have to win the division, but he has to make a deep playoff run in order for me to say, okay, I was wrong about you. But until then, you're like the most overrated quarterback ever. Are you? Is he the greatest quarterback to ever play for the Lions? Yes, but I don't think he's top 10 until he proves me wrong. All right, Lions. Don't think Jared Goff is going to be nice because he's a bum outside of McVay. You guys will be a bottom five team. You're not getting past 6 wins. You're not going to get past 6 or more wins. Your your current team is basically, I would say, a 4-win team. Okay, because you're not. Jared Goff can't play in the cold. He has to travel to Lambeau. He has to travel to Soldier Field. And we already seen he can't play in the cold. And I guess if you want to count Minnesota, even though it's in a dome, I don't know if you want to include Detroit, but I get because Detroit, they practice in a blizzard before. So, anyways, Lions will still be a bottom five team. I think their defense will most likely regress. I have a feeling that Kenny Galladay is also going to leave. Marvin Jones is going to probably go where Matthew Stafford went to because he's also a free agent. Because he's Matthew Stafford's teammate. He wants to go where he wants to go. So it develops team chemistry. I just feel like Detroit's going to have a receiver problem. Their only good target will be a tight end, and their defense will regress to a bottom five defense. So anyway, oh yeah, and by the way, I expect the Lions to draft a quarterback because the Lions should have taken Herbert but they took a cornerback. What was his name? Jeff Okuda. His mind escapes me, but they should have taken Justin Herbert. Will the Rams win the division? No. They'll make the playoffs, but I don't think they're going to do much. Until Matthew Stafford proves me wrong, it is what he does. He's not in the top 10 conversation until he proves me wrong. But for the Lions case, eh, eh, at least you don't have Matt Patricia. Alright, that's it, that's all. Please go subscribe. As always, my name is Michael and I approve this message.